Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jordan. I'm a licensed yoga instructor and massage therapist. I'm leaving the massage chain industry. Still so crazy to say, but let's go ahead, we'll just hop right into it, right? Okay, I usually have an outline for certain videos like this, but today I was just feeling super inspired and we're just gonna have a little chit chat. I feel like every video where I'm like, oh, let's just like sit down and have a chat, like it's because I've been gone for a month. Since 2020, the world has become completely insane. And nothing feels permanent. Like, I don't know if that's COVID, I don't know if that's me being in my 20s, if it's a little bit of both, probably that one. But yeah, I guess we can just kind of start from the beginning here. Back in November of 2021, I was feeling really lost. My parents had to unexpectedly move to Florida with my little brother. He's only a year and a half younger than me, but they moved to Florida very unexpectedly, very quickly. I was devastated from that, incredibly burnt out from the climate of the world, and I was really burnt out, especially working in a chain massage spa. And before I go on anymore, I do just want to preface this video and sort of my reasoning with, there is nothing wrong with working in a chain spa. It is full of opportunity, especially if you're new to massage therapy. It is a great place to get your feet on the ground and even stay running on that ground. Like for my co-lead, the chain spa and the pace of it all, the environment of it all really works for her. And while for me, it really didn't work for me. And I'm just I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, we're all different shapes, we're all different sizes, and you can't be a square peg trying to shove yourself into a circle hole, you know what I mean? And that's what I felt like. And the majority of the people I worked with, like, slid right in. They were a beautiful little cylinder and they slid right into that circle, that circle hole. So yeah, at the beginning of November, end of October, I did realize, like, one of the things that were very apparent to me, I didn't really need any help deciding this, I needed just more of a push from my friends, was to step down as lead. And doing that was really hard for me. I just have this weird complex of not wanting to disappoint people. And I'm sure a lot of y'all can relate to that. Just feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders type thing, and like caring too much. Like, I have to remind myself to like not care because I care so much. And I just didn't want to leave my co-lead to be lead by herself, because being a lead is so draining. I cannot imagine being the only lead. I'm so glad I had my co-lead during the time. It was a great learning experience, and I was able to learn a lot more about the industry and how to teach, because you guys know I'm a yoga teacher, and I do one day in the far future, once I'm done with giving massages, I would love to be a teacher for that. So it was a great learning experience, but it's very similar to like a manager position, and I realized I make a way better example than I do a manager, you know, like, and that is a strength. Like, to be a great example and a hard worker is such a strength that I was almost diminishing that aspect of myself trying to fit the lead role. I have to sneeze. Fuck. Sorry, hold on. I have to sneeze. Oh, shoot. Where even was I? Sorry, y'all. Like I said, I didn't script this, and I probably would have had a lot better sentences chosen. But for me, it was frustrating because I came into massage therapy to help people, you know what I mean? Like, I want to make people feel better. I want people to feel lighter. I couldn't do that managing massage therapists. I can only do that by being a massage therapist. So in November, end of October, I realized that I put in my notice letting them know like, hey, starting next year, I no longer will be lead. And I want to also cut back my hours, because also as a massage therapist, I was really excited because I thought I'd be able to like make my own schedule and like pick my hours. And in the massage chain world, most of the time they'll have rules when it comes to scheduling. So for me to be a lead, I had to work a certain amount of hours, which was over the hours I was comfortable working my first year as a massage therapist. And yeah, the schedule wasn't working for me. So I cut back on hours for January and everything was going very smooth. Okay. So now we're gonna get to the point where I actually left Hand and Stone, or put in my 1 month notice. It's a crazy story, actually. So let's get into that. I was just making sure my camera was still rolling and I spilled my water everywhere. Why can't I just make one good sit down video without chaos? So as I was saying, me leaving Hand and Stone. So once like, you know, everyone kind of knew what was going on and all that good stuff, I was like, wow, my hours are cut back, you know, restrictions are lifting in the United States. Like, I want to go back to teaching yoga, because for those of you that have been following me for a while, you know that like I had to put yoga on the back burner because of COVID, and I went strictly to doing massage full time, which was also why I was okay with picking up hours from the start until my body started to physically hurt giving 100 massages a month. So at the beginning of January, like, I don't know what came over me. I think I just really digested the fact that I was completely on the wrong path. Back in November as well, along with all those life changes, I had gotten a Reiki session done, I got energy work done on me, as well as I got a past life regression done. And they tell you basically when you've been on Earth, what have you been in all your past lives? And in every past life, I've been a healer, which would like make sense because I'm a yoga teacher, a massage therapist, and I've always had this like immense amount of responsibility to like make people feel better. I don't know why, but well, now I do. It turns out that's who I am, you know, in this life, in all my other lives. So upon discovering that and getting my energies read, I realized I'm not built. For the chain spa, I am a square peg trying to shove myself into a circle hole, and it's just not working. So I went back to Indeed, just started sending out my resume, and of course looking for different yoga opportunities and massage opportunities, and just trying to keep an open mind as well as an open heart, really just asking the universe, God, whoever the heck I'm talking to, and just being like, please bring me people like me. And not like me in an egotistical way, but like me in the sense of like, I want to work with someone or work for someone who has the same ethics as I do, where it's always client over commission. Like, I'm not trying to do as many massages as I can in a month and make as much money as I can. I want to give, even if it's just 10 massages a month, I want them to be the best massages. I want them to be beneficial to the client. I want the client not to leave feeling relaxed, feeling more knowledgeable about their bodies. And in the chain spa, you just don't have that time. I didn't have that time. Like I said, I see people do it every single day. It's amazing how people can do their work in that amount of time, but the type of work I want to do, there's no time with how quickly the chain spa industry flips their clients. So I'm looking on Indeed, I'm sending out some resumes, and I heard back from a chiropractic place. I also heard back from another spa that seemed like pretty holistic, you know. They messaged me and said they wanted to also start offering yoga, and I was like, okay, like this sounds pretty cool. Like, looked at their website, I'm like, okay, this seems like way more up my alley. And now we're getting to the exciting part. The week I had interviews set up for this chiropractic place as well as this other spa, I'm in the DMV because my parents moved. I had to change my address to where I'm renting. So I'm in the DMV. I'm like sitting there for God knows how long ever. And I get an Instagram DM and it says Indigo RVA. And I'm like, that sounds like a business. So I go to their profile and I see that they're a spa, and the pictures they have up and like the services they offer, I'm like, holy cow, you know, like this. And like, I just got like such good vibes. And then, so I go to the messages and basically they're like, hey, we saw your resume on Indeed. We want to start a yoga program, but we also need a therapist. Are you interested? And I'm like, yes. And long story short, went through all the interviews. The chiropractic place was really sweet, but like chiropractic work just isn't really my jam. Again, I'm a square peg, that'd be like a triangle hole. Interviewed at Indigo, fell in love. I met the owner, and this is where the universe has a hilarious sense of humor. Her name is Jordan, the owner, and she had recently just hired someone named Jordan. And in my first interview, I'm like talking to her and I'm like, listen, like, I'm just gonna be really transparent with you. I had a past life regression and like an energy healing session, and it's just kind of snowballed me into like trying to find this new life for myself and become more in line with my life path and my dharma. And it was just so, I felt so free to speak like that there, because at the spa I'm at now, like there's some people that would be like, oh yeah, totally. But like my boss would be like, what? And especially at the chiropractic place, if I brought this up, they would look at me like I have 3 freaking heads and be like, what? So for me to be in an interview with someone I just met and say that to them, and they're like, oh my gosh, totally. Like a past life regression is what got me to start my own business. I was like it was so amazing. I felt like I met people like me. Not just literally, because both of our names are Jordan, but like energetically. So as of today, it's February 19th. I had put in my 1 month at the end of January for my chain spa. And this past month has been such a transitional period, so sweet, but so bitter, because as much as I have not enjoyed my time working in a chain spa, like I have clients there that I've been seeing for almost 2 years, you know, and it's been really hard telling them, you know, at the end of January, I was able to catch a few people where we would have a session, one more session that was already booked, but because it's 1 month, a lot of the people I'm seeing, it's like my last time seeing them. And with massage being such an intimate practice, it is a very fragile situation. As I said way earlier in the video, like, I hold such a deep responsibility for some reason. It's something I'm really trying to work on, because not only is it not good for me, but like other people don't need me projecting this like wild sense of responsibility onto them, you know? Like I'm sure half these people aren't even asking for how much I'm caring and probably don't want me to. But yeah, it's just been really, really bittersweet as I begin to make this transition. Whew. Sorry, y'all, I've been talking a lot. Let me take a sip. So I'm in the final weeks. Not even, I'm in the final week, which is so crazy. And then I start first week of March at this new spa. And I'm really, really excited. And I feel as though I'll be able to make a lot more videos, and I'm on TikTok now. So if you guys want to follow me on TikTok, it's down there in the description box. But I feel like I can just do more, like all these things that I'm passionate about, like making YouTube videos and hoop dancing and painting and my own personal yoga practice and teaching yoga again. Like, I feel like I'll have a lot more energy and space for those things at this new job for a few reasons. So I guess I'll do a little mini pros and cons for this new place, or kind of like comparing it to the chain spa. In March, when I start working for this locally owned studio, it's ran by a massage therapist who is also still practicing. So, and they also, like, it's all her rules. While in the Hand and Stones, in these franchises, I'm lucky where my manager was a massage therapist, but he sure as heck doesn't practice anymore. He has no time because he's managing a whole spa, and they have to follow the rules of corporate, you know? So there's like not a lot of wiggle room when it comes to introducing new products, new treatment plans, etc. So that's really cool. Also at Indigo, I will be able to give full 60-minute, full hour-and-a-half massages, meaning it's 60 minutes hands-on. I have 30 minutes between each client to shut down the room, give the client their home practice, show them the actual stretches, and like ground myself. As a massage therapist, as well as a intuitive, I cannot help but take on people's energy. I try really hard to protect myself, and I'm hoping my Reiki training will further help me learn how to protect myself and separate the two energies. But to constantly take on other people's things, whether it be muscular, a lot of the time people will come in and they will express to you this stuff going on in their life. So I'm so excited to have 30 minutes between each session to like ground myself and kind of like be able to reset the room and taking my time, being able to like sit down for a second, slowly drink some water, like, you know, get the energetic residue off of me, and then be able to like be calm, put together, not sweating when I'm running out and getting my next client. While in this chain spa industry, you have 60-minute windows per client. 50 minutes of that is hands-on. And then the other 10 minutes is 5 minutes to get on the table and 5 minutes to get off. And then at that hour, the next person's coming in. So you are just running in circles all day long, which, like I said, works for some people. Like, I feel like you truly won't even really know until you try, which is why I'm here now. I had to try it out first. I had to know. So yeah, I'm getting a lot more opportunity, a lot more space, not just for myself, but for my clients as well, which just brings me so much joy. I've also gotten back into teaching yoga, which I'm also super excited about. We haven't started a program at Indigo yet, but I've gone back to the studio where I used to teach before the pandemic hit, and it has been amazing. So exciting, and it's also kind of hard to process because I'm still in that transitional period. So I'm pretty stoked. It's just really great. I have a lot of new opportunities coming. My whole life is about to change. And for the first time in my 20s, I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. Like, well, I've always felt like I was where I was supposed to be, because like I said, we have to try different things to know where we're supposed to end up. But this is like the first time in my life, in my adult life, where I feel like I'm not in a stepping stone. Like, I feel like I can actually root down here, you know? Like, this is probably where I'll be until me and Damari decide to move out of Virginia. It's just been a crazy ride. So I've missed you guys so much the past month, but I've got big stuff going on. Well guys, I think that wraps up this video. I hope it was helpful for you guys and just kind of letting you peek into my life, like letting you know what's going on, what's up. If you liked the video, be sure to like this video or like my other videos if you want to see more videos like those ones. I'm hoping I'll start uploading at least once a month now. I'm shooting for 2, but we'll have to see how this whole new phase of my life, this whole new chapter moves forward. I'm hoping my life coach will also help me stay a little bit more on top of posting on YouTube and on Instagram and TikTok, just trying to stay connected with you guys. You know, I have peeps who live all over the world and I don't get to see them every day like I do in the spa, so yeah. I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. See ya.